What has been done is the greatest achievement of organized science in history.
The scope and extent of the devastation testify more eloquently than anything else to the enormous destructive power of the new bomb.
We will not tolerate the construction of a nuclear weapon. The Iranians will be dangerous if they have a nuclear weapon. I brought this
a situation which I think has to be handled with a special sensitivity.
So that we will be able to say to the world, we have a nuclear arsenal, so don't even think about lobbing a nuclear missile at us.
My mom says you can't believe everything you see on TV. But I know A is for Amelia, and this stuff is true. B is for bomb. In 1945, the United States of America proved that their new bomb worked. They wanted the rest of the world to know that fighting them was a bad idea. C is for Cold War. The Soviet Union didn't seem to get the message. Soon they had nuclear weapons of their own. Both sides knew that if they used their nukes, they'd get nuked back. They called it mutually assured destruction. Before long, China went nuclear, and France and England did too. Sometimes the Cold War got pretty hot. For a while, people were afraid that the world might get ended by mistake. We have the means to end the world. How is that a good thing? E is for enemy. F is for friend. F is for fear. F is forever. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, right? G is for global. H is for hydrogen. I is for information. J is for justice. K is for keloid. L is for leukemia. M is for mutation. N is for nuclear. Having a nuke might not make you popular, but it does get attention. Q is for quantum physics. R is for race. The USA and the Soviet Union battled it out in an arms race to be the best superpower. T is for 1,054 U.S. tests between 1945 and 1992.
Trinity, little boy, fat man, apple, baker, console, x-ray, cimarron, yolk, platypus, zebra, daddy, muscadine, sword shell, and chino, white, orange banana.
All this time, the Soviet Union was testing too, and China, and France, and England. It was all very, very expensive. Eventually, it caused the Soviet Union to collapse. By 1991, a lot of Soviet scientists were suddenly unemployed. Some of them may have found jobs in other countries like Iraq and North Korea. And so, the nuclear family keeps growing. In May 1998, India blasted 5 nuclear missiles in the Pokhran Desert. Neighboring Pakistan answered with 6 tests of their own. In 1999, China was accused of stealing nuclear secrets from the USA. In 2003, the North Koreans confessed that they had a nuclear program. The United Nations is supposed to keep count of everybody's bombs.
Saddam Hussein is determined to get his hands on a nuclear bomb. The photos that I am about to show you are sometimes hard for the average person to interpret. Hard for me.
It turns out Iraq didn't have any actual bombs. Now Iran is the one in the spotlight. V is for verification. V is for victim. W is for war. Now there are 8 countries that have nuclear weapons, and at least one more that hasn't fessed up. Anyone who has or had a nuclear plant can make a bomb. That's another 33 countries. There are enough nuclear weapons right now to destroy Earth 3 times over. Hello? Why do we need so many? Maybe because defense is big business. It's called military-industrial complex.
The Bunker Buster, keeping the peace worldwide. For a limited time only, financing available. Ask your dealer for details.
Hundreds and thousands of Americans have already been hurt by nuclear testing, but President Bush says we won't be safe unless we do it some more.
Because this was getting information to the government on the effects of the test.
But no, we were told to, not to talk about it, which I never did.
New question, Senator Kerry. If you are elected president, what will you take to that office thinking is the single most serious threat to the national security of the United States?
Nuclear proliferation. Nuclear proliferation.
Well, first of all, I agree with my opponent that the biggest threat facing this country is weapons of mass destruction in the hands of a terrorist network. And that's why...
The bomb was meant to protect us, but now they tell us that in the wrong hands, it's the bomb we should fear the most. Does anyone have the right hands? Everyone in the game has to stick to the rules, including us. No more lies and no cheating allowed. Otherwise, we're all gonna get hurt.